Good morning and welcome to an overview of the foreign currency markets on weekly charts. This is my basic screen that I use to compare them all, and we've got 8 different pairs up here. These two over this side are US in front, so US Swiss, US yen. Now we see here that this is the long rally in the US index and this sharp decline coming back down. Now we haven't got that on this one. We have a minor rally, but really it's just been tight ranging. The corresponding, we've got the euro to US, pound to US, and the Aussie to US. We see that the euro has also had that big long run and has only managed a minor retrace, whereas we can see that the Swiss has come down and had a big week and come right back down. I'll look at that in a bit more detail soon, but I just want to demonstrate how the euro's only managed a minor pullback. We see on the pound it hasn't fallen quite as far and it's had a bit of a retrace, but it's only made it back up to my pink line. This one has just made it back to the pink, and I'm looking for prices to come back into the red. Now we see on the Aussie here that we haven't had much of this decline at all. We're actually just in a tight range in this area as the euro and the Swiss were getting punished, and we've had this minor dip that's come back. Yes, it's been 1,000 pips, but when you compare that to coming from 0.5 to 1.2, that's 3,000 pips. Now we see that we've come back up and we're actually testing the 50% level, getting back to 87 cents, and it's the mid-range of the recent drop. Coming over to this side, we're now looking at the yens, pound yen, euro yen, Aussie yen. Now we see that the euro again had a lot taken out of it, minor retrace there. Pound, bit taken out of it, and a bit of a retrace up into here. The Aussie, only that last little bit, and it's actually managed the retrace. Now what I look at this for is that I'm comparing it to this blue-green cloud and the lines. We see that price is broken below, trying to keep in contact with the cloud, and price is still below all the lines. We then come in down to the euro. We see that price is well and truly underneath the cloud, price is well and truly underneath these lines and in a bear formation. The Aussie, though, price has been trying to stay above the cloud, dipped in, and is now testing the top of the cloud and the full range of the area. The Aussie to US again has just dipped down into the cloud. It's actually in a bull formation, but it's dipped into the cloud and it is testing that full part of it. Whereas the euro dropped right out and is struggling to get back in, and again this one has now been skimming and is moving into a bear formation. Now we're going to come in and just have a bit closer look at some of these. We see that this has dropped right back down. This lag line has actually broken below the cloud, and I'll be watching this area here at 109 because that's the 50% of this full range, currently using this as the low. Coming up to here, that's the 50% mark. That there, where we just broke last night, was the 50% of that range in here. Now, just coming into the US yen, to have a bit closer look, we see that it has been in this tight ranging format. Price is inside the cloud, hasn't been able to break outside the cloud. We've had one little probe out of there, but this lag line would have ran into this little blue bit here about there and managed to pull back. I like it when price tests the top of the green line, and I'll be looking now for a test of this green line in here whilst holding inside this cloud. Otherwise, my main point on this one is 91.56, but I'm also just watching for the ranging that goes on within it. I hope that helps people understand how I try and review currencies, and when I say that currencies are weak, like the euro versus the Aussie being strong, that you get some better understanding. Thanks.